It's a cold front, and that's going to bring rain and relief to the picture, and I'll show you when that gets here coming up in a few minutes. Rob and Cammie.
John, thanks very much. The world keeps getting smaller for cigarette smokers.
In just a few weeks, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development will ban smoking in all public housing. But as Joe Webb tells us live from the West End, many local units are ahead of the curve. Right, Joe?
That's right, Cammie. Cincinnati Metropolitan Housing Authority went smokeless in 2016. Covington and Newport are already smoke-free. Public housing in Grant County, Kentucky, in the heart of tobacco country, went smokeless last summer. But in Clermont County, they are waiting until the last minute, July 31st, to enforce these new rules.
And for me, this is a calmer.
Clermont County has 219 public housing units and 18 days until they are smoke-free. Layla Banny says she smoked since she was a teenager and can't understand the new rules.
I don't smoke inside the house. A lot of us just smoke on our porches. You know, we don't smoke in other people's faces, so I don't see the wrong in it.
New HUD guidelines will prohibit any smoking inside any public housing unit and within 25 feet of the outside doors.
I'm going to have to go out to my car and smoke.
E.J. Fenton has smoked cigarettes for 40 years. He's not looking forward to winter, but is okay with the new rules.
I understand the concept behind it, especially since there's a lot of children that live here. And the secondhand smoke does sit there and cause a problem. We've had a couple of beds that caught on fire here, so I can understand why they're implementing it.
Violators will get at least 3 warnings. Breaking the smoking ban repeatedly could lead to an eviction. In Cincinnati, CMHA held 40 public meetings on the smoking rule and had smoke-free teams on staff to answer residents' questions. It's 2 years old. Not everyone is playing strictly by the rules, but there have been few issues in the more than 5,000 units they oversee.
Change is hard. It's hard for everyone. You know, it's hard when you want to change your diet. It's hard when you want to change the way your hair has to look or whatever. But yeah, I thought it would be a little harder than it's been, but 2 years and no evictions, so that's great.
Now, Clermont Metropolitan Housing will create public smoking areas at Monroe Woods and its other complexes. They say that they plan to install outdoor benches 25 feet from the buildings where people will be allowed to smoke. But for now, in Clermont County, it's smoke if you got 'em and smoke while you still can. Reporting live in the West End, I'm Joe Webb, Local 12 News. Cammie?
All right, Joe, thank you. Now, in addition to reducing the risk of fires, HUD estimates a smoking ban in the more than